Good evening, and welcome back to the Shadow Nook. This evening we are travelling to a place up north in England. A place called Bolton Abbey. Bolton Abbey is a peaceful yet mysterious corner of North Yorkshire. A place where history, beauty, and lingering spirits coexist. Today's deep dive will explore the Abbey's origins, its turbulent medieval past, the tragedies associated with the grounds, and the ghostly tales that continue to be reported to this very day. So let's look at the history of Bolton Abbey. The founding of the Priory was in 1154 by Augustinian canons, established with the patronage of Lady Alice de Romilly, the local noblewoman of Skipton Castle. The origin was the Priory of St Mary and St Cuthbert, built along the River Wharfe, chosen for its tranquility and seclusion. Canons followed a strict and religious lifestyle, daily prayer cycles, work in the surrounding agriculture, providing spiritual care to the community. Bolton Abbey over time became a significant centre for learning and manuscript work. In 1539, under Henry VIII, the Priory was dissolved. The nave of the church survived because it continued to be used as a parish church. The rest of the monastic buildings fell into ruin, leaving the haunting skeletal stonework seen today. During the romanticisation in the 18th and 19th centuries, the Abbey became a favourite subject for artists including J.M.W. Turner. Landseer, also referenced in poetry, especially by William Wordsworth, enhancing its mystical reputation. Today, the estate is owned by the Duke of Devonshire, a popular tourist site for walking, nature, and paranormal investigation. There is a famous section of the River Wharfe nearby Bolton Abbey. It is called the Strid. It is a narrow and deceptively dangerous section of the River Wharfe. The river is normally wide for the most part, and then is forced into a tight channel with violent undercurrents. Claims say that the Strid has claimed more lives than any other short stretch of river in the entirety of England. The most famous tale is of young William de Romilly, the heir to Bolton Castle. According to legend, William was walking near the Strid with his tutor. The boy attempted to leap into the narrowing channel. He slipped, fell in, and unfortunately drowned. The mother, Lady Alice de Romilly, was devastated and supposedly ordered a small structure or chapel to commemorate her son. Witnesses report a small boy in medieval clothing wandering the woodland paths, sounds of a child calling for help near the river. Sudden cold spots at the riverside even in the height of summer. and some claim to feel the sense of overwhelming sadness when standing near the water. Like many haunted locations, Bolton Abbey has its own Grey Lady. The Grey Lady here is believed to be the spirit of a nun or canoness, though some say she is a grieving woman from the post-dissolution era. She's often described as wearing a long grey hooded gown. It is commonly reported that she is seen in the ruins of the Priory church, walking silently along cloisters, standing near the surviving nave during quiet hours. Some visitors see her watching from upper ruined windows that physically cannot be accessed. The Grey Lady never interacts with people, and she never speaks. She slowly glides, vanishing through walls or fading into the shadows. She is frequently accompanied by the scent of old incense or damp stone. There are tales of a monk in the ruins, a tall male figure wearing full monastic robes. It is said that a hood obscures his face, and his movements are described as deliberate and slow. He is seen most often at dusk or early morning, and appears often in the old refectory area, the cloister garth, edges of the ruined chapter house. Walkers have also reported hearing soft murmuring in Latin, footsteps behind them, or a shadow crossing their path before the figure vanishes. Some believe he is the former prior, unable to leave the abbey he served. Others think he is simply a residual echo of a long-gone monastic routine. Next, we are going to talk about the lady on the stepping stones. At Bolton Abbey, there are a famous set of stepping stones across the River Wharfe that date back centuries. These stepping stones were used by monks, workers and travellers as a shortcut across the river. A woman dressed in simple 18th century clothing appears just before dusk. She stands on the stones, looking upstream as though waiting for somebody. Witnesses say that she does not react to people. She slowly walks across the stones and vanishes halfway across. It is thought by some to be the spirit of a woman waiting for a lost lover who drowned nearby. Others think she is tied to a known drowning that occurred in the 1700s. One that is perhaps a bit more unusual are reports of the dog that isn't there. Walkers report the sensation of a dog brushing past their legs on woodland paths near the abbey. At times, a small black dog has been seen running ahead before disappearing around a corner. Some think it is the spirit of a beloved estate animal buried nearby. Others believe dogs are often connected to guardian spirits, watching over sacred sites. So looking at Bolton Abbey in a broader aspect, it is a place of deep spiritual history, tranquil riverside beauty, a sense of lingering presence. Even without ghost stories, the ruins and the surrounding landscape create a naturally haunting atmosphere. Have you ever visited Bolton Abbey? Have you ever gone across the stepping stones over the River Wharfe? Let me know down below. And before you go, we shall do your oracle card reading. As usual, I will draw one card for you, and you can interpret it however you like. Okay. We have without agenda. Pure love and everything you have dreamed will happen when you are ready to give love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. Let me know down below what this could possibly mean to you. Thank you once again for joining me this evening in the Shadow Nook. Don't forget to collect your subscription on your way out. Sleep well. Good night.